Good evening, wrestling fans. Well, my name is Lewis.
Jaden, and this is
Evolution of Pro Wrestling. I'm sorry. Welcome back to another edition of Evolution of Pro Wrestling. I'm so excited about this topic today. I lost my words. Today's topic is going to be one for the history books in this podcast. But before we get into that, I have to say, Jaden, Monday Night Raw, the premiere season of Monday Night Raw was impressive. Pyro's coming back. Brock Lesnar just beat the living bejesus out of Rey Mysterio and his son. Seth Rollins coming in. Team Hogan. Team
Flair. Woo!
At Crown Jewel.
Wow.
A lot has happened. I think the only thing I didn't like was when Lana came in with Bobby Lashley and kissed him at the end.
That was crazy.
That was crazy, but it wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
So today, and also SmackDown is actually premiering now as we speak. We got it pre-recorded because we're doing our show. But I'm excited to watch that the moment we get up the show.
First things first on SmackDown. Word has it, Edge is now cleared to wrestle.
That's a huge news.
So we can see the return of the rated R superstar. I am absolutely looking forward to that.
I'm excited if he does return. And also, we've heard that CM Punk is in negotiations with the WWE to come back either in a backstage role or in the ring. That's going to be interesting to see. So we're going to definitely wait for that.
And it was good, the Lana and the Bobby Lashley part, but it was dumb.
It was definitely good. And I'm definitely, especially with the pyro, I'm definitely looking forward to all these things that's going to happen. Jaden, tell them what our topic is today. You're going to want to hear this. Listen up. You want to hear this.
Today's topic is a topic that everyone has been wondering about. Who's the better wrestler? Shawn Michaels or Triple H? These guys have a lot of history, coming from being small little wrestlers to teammates to enemies and then teammates all over again. These guys know how each other work. These guys know how to operate with each other. So I am absolutely looking forward to talking about these two men.
No, absolutely. Now, last time we had mentioned in our last topic, it was about the Shield. We also had a topic of who was the greatest superstar of all time, Hulk Hogan or Stone Cold. Now we're talking about Triple H and Shawn Michaels, DX members, the Clique, rivalries. Excuse me. These two have gone at it with each other. They've gone on the road together. They've done so many things. Tonight in this show, we are going to mention why one is better than the other, why they should have beaten this person, why they shouldn't beat this person, who we thought was more elite. So, Jaden, excuse me, I'm going to start with you.
All right.
Who do you think was the better superstar? We already got one comment, Shawn Michaels, as per Manny, but he said Triple H was the better heel. Okay. What do you think in your mind?
Well, I have to agree, but Shawn Michaels has pretty much been in the industry longer than Triple H, so he knows what it feels like to go through that blood and sweat. Now, I'm not knocking Triple H off his shoes either. Triple H, since he was in the industry, Triple H is not no high flyer. He's not no super heavyweight. Triple H is just that average wrestler. But Triple H will surprise you in the quick like that. He will do things, the pedigree, the power bomb, anything in his power to beat you. He can be sweating, bleeding as God knows what, and he will still find a way to get up and beat his opponent. Now, Shawn Michaels, gets on the top rope, does the little elbow drop. See, Shawn Michaels is not just called the showstopper for nothing. He's not called Mr. WrestleMania for nothing. Shawn Michaels had to earn his way of becoming Mr. WrestleMania and get the nickname the Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper. So I have to give this one to Shawn Michaels.
I don't think so.
Here we go.
I don't think. I'm sorry. I don't think so. Okay.
Here we go.
All right. all right. How many times did Triple H?
Exactly. He also did more cheating to win more.
But that's what makes him a great heel. He just said it. He's a better heel than he was a face. Okay, that's what made him a heel.
He's a better heel.
Come on.
He's a better heel. Don't get me wrong. He's a better heel. But if you gotta cheat to win, that's telling you something.
But that's what I'm saying. You do everything. Okay, say for example, you're in the WWE. You got the WWE Championship. You have the title in your hands. You're a heel. Are you gonna keep it, or are you just gonna let it go? You're gonna
earn it back.
No. You're gonna do everything in your power to keep that title, to do what you need to do.
Even if you're a heel or a face, if you have to cheat, that's telling you something.
No, that means you willing to keep what's yours, no matter what it is.
You are not willing to keep your stuff.
Nope,
that means you can't defend yourself like a true man.
That's bullshit. Excuse my French, guys. Triple H is called the Game. The Cerebral Assassin. You know what Cerebral Assassin is? The man he's taking out The Undertaker. He's taking out Shawn Michaels.
And what are
he's
you
taking
saying?
out Stone Cold.
Did the same thing?
No. He lost his career match against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And yes, so Triple H, and yes, Triple H did lose to The Undertaker as well. But for example, Shawn Michaels has never faced The Rock. Do you think he could beat The Rock in a competition?
Shawn Michaels. Absolutely.
Nope, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yes, okay, listen.
Are you in the future or are you in the past? Because you're not in my society right now. If you think that The Rock can honestly beat Shawn Michaels, put your head in the game.
The Rock can beat Shawn Michaels. He's the great one. How can The Rock can beat Shawn Michaels? Come on, tell me the truth. Okay, here's a question. Shawn Michaels beat Bret Hart. Do you think if that Montreal screw job would have never happened with those two, Shawn Michaels would have still beat Bret Hart?
He could have had a chance. I'm not saying there was definite opportunities that he would have won, but if that Montreal screw job never happened, then he could have had a 90% chance of winning, just because of the fact that Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels were beating the life out of each other. But back to this.
Okay.
I think Shawn Michaels could beat The Rock.
Nope.
Just at the fact that Shawn Michaels understands his opponent. Shawn Michaels takes time to analyze his opponent.
And so you tell me how does he analyze his opponent? You tell me how Shawn Michaels analyzes his opponent. How?
If his opponent walks in first, sees him in the ring, based off of their body, The Rock is basically a heavyweight guy. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
It was in the top 10. Was one of the top 10, probably one of the greatest matches.
Takers and Triple H. I agree.
Well, okay. Triple H, he fought The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So did Shawn Michaels. And yes, they gave Shawn Michaels possibly the match of the year in both WrestleMania 25 and WrestleMania 26. But Triple H took out The Undertaker at WrestleMania, and The Undertaker couldn't even walk out of WrestleMania 27 and destroyed him.
Let's go back to WrestleMania when they fought in a Hell in a Cell and Triple H lost.
Okay.
So basically they're even.
But Triple H fought him in Hell in a Cell.
And your excuse is, the point is, did they get match of the year? Answer the question. Did they get any type of exactly my point.
Come on, that doesn't mean anything.
If you get match of the year,
he's a multi-champion. The man has done it all in the WWE. Shawn Michaels, what's his record at WrestleMania?
What's Triple H's WrestleMania?
He has a better record than Shawn Michaels.
These guys practically have the same record.
Stop it.
These guys have lost the same amount of matches, beat the same amount of people.
No, absolutely not. Shawn Michaels has never beat The Rock. Triple H has beaten The Rock.
And The Rock.
Shawn Michaels never beat Stone Cold. Triple H beat Stone Cold. Come on. Triple H beat The Undertaker. Undertaker never beat The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels never beat The Undertaker. Did he ever beat The Undertaker? Actually, you know what? Let me stop that. He beat The Undertaker, but not at WrestleMania.
It doesn't matter. He still beat The Undertaker.
Oh,
either
Lord,
way.
Here we are.
Either way.
Fans,
he still beat The Undertaker.
Okay, fans that are watching now, those that are tuning in now, we're having a major discussion, a debate, an argument. Who was the better superstar? Shawn Michaels or Triple H? comment.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly my point. He used a sledgehammer and Shawn Michaels helped him. If it wasn't for Shawn Michaels helping him, getting him that super kick, he would have lost the match.
But he still won the match. He
Triple
still
H
won the
did
match.
not win the match.
He still won the match.
Triple H lost the match because Undertaker had a defeated streak. Undertaker beat him.
Okay.
And he still him
so honestly, do you think that Shawn Michaels should have broke the streak instead of Brock Lesnar?
Okay. I don't think he should have broke the streak. I don't think Triple H should have brought.
But he's supposed to be the man. He's supposed to be Mr. Main Event.
He is
Mr. WrestleMania.
That doesn't mean that he has to break everybody's
Stop
records.
it! Come on. If you're a superstar,
wait,
you're a
right.
top superstar. You're the main event.
All right.
See, WrestleMania record 6-11. I guarantee you, Triple H is better than that.
What's Triple
And let's
H's
see if
record?
Mr. John Smith will come up with that.
Triple H.
Give us your feedback, fans. Who was the better superstar, Shawn Michaels or Triple H?
It was
You can comment on that.
Shawn Michaels.
It was not Shawn Michaels. I'm
Now,
sorry.
Okay.
Who made DX?
Triple H.
Exactly. Why? Because Shawn Michaels took the ball and ran away because he had a little back pain and was away for 4 years, and then he finally came back. Who kept the ball going? Triple H.
Okay, now.
Anything else?
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Everything
Keep going.
else. Now.
Tell me the most memorable. Okay, if he's so good, tell me the most memorable match you've seen with Shawn Michaels that he's had.
First ladder match against Scott Hall when he super kicked him off of the ladder.
And that was where?
If I'm not mistaken, that was WrestleMania. Right?
Okay, WrestleMania
If I'm
10.
not mistaken,
That was
WrestleMania
a hell of a match.
Okay,
That's
now
fine.
Let's hear Triple H's most memorable moment.
Triple H's most memorable moment is when he fought at SummerSlam in a ladder match against The Rock. And he beat The Rock for the Intercontinental title.
Okay.
And I kind of have to agree with Manny when he said Shawn Michaels should have broke the record at the second match of The
9 out of
Undertaker.
10.
9 out of 10. Thank you. Need I say more? Come on. What else you got to say? Tell me. What else you think? Tell me another reason why you think Shawn Michaels is better than Triple H.
Shawn Michaels is better than Triple H because he's beaten. Okay, I understand Triple H has beaten a few of these legends, a few of these Hall of Famers, but let's go into the Hall of Famers that Shawn Michaels has beaten.
Okay.
He is beaten. I'm not exactly sure the amount he's beaten, but I know most likely he beat a tad bit more Hall of Famers than he did Shawn.
So okay, name 3 of those.
Okay, Scott Hall.
Okay, Scott Hall.
Besides the Montreal Screwjob.
Okay, no, I'm talking about Hall of Famers.
Okay.
Forget Scott Hall.
Okay,
Scott Hall is a
Bret
Hall of
Hart.
Famer, but I'm talking about actual old Hall of Famers.
Bret Hart.
Okay, who else? See, he got to think. He don't even know. He didn't even know.
I'm not sure about the other two, but I know he beat. It's not even Hall of Famers. It's not even the best ladder match. I give that the best. That was the best ladder match in my book. WrestleMania 10 was the best ladder match. But listen, I'm not knocking Triple H here. Triple H has done a lot for this company. Like, I can honestly say, since Shawn Michaels left the company and when Triple H was still at his prime, since Shawn Michaels left, he basically carried the company. Besides John Cena, he carried the company at the time. He was doing a lot for the company, especially with his authority character, his cutting of the hair, coming back at this guy, and winning all these titles. So I'm not knocking Triple H. Triple H is a phenomenal wrestler.
Okay.
That's what makes these guys so similar to each other.
Okay.
These guys can keep up with each other.
Okay. And what's your point?
My point is,
What's your
I'm trying
point?
to get on your side.
No, forget about getting on my side. We're talking the facts here. Triple H has. Triple H has.
So what you're telling me is Triple H is the better wrestler.
Of course he is. That's what this debate is about. Triple H is the better wrestler. You got Triple H came from this blue blood in WCW. He came to WWE as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and then he came as the game Triple H. He started growing up. And he started. Come on, man. Seriously. Seriously.
Making me go to sleep with these facts.
How? If the facts are true.
Facts are true,
listen,
but-
he's taking on Cactus Jack. He's taking on Vader. He's taking on Hogan. On The Undertaker.
Wow.
Stone Cold.
Okay,
These are
How
superstars.
many of these guys did he beat?
All of them.
No,
He's beating Stone Cold in three stages of
what
hell
about
match.
Hulk Hogan?
He beating Hulk Hogan.
What about Vader?
He's beating Vader. He's beating all these guys that I'm mentioning. He has beaten everyone that comes to beat.
Everything is beating with you. Everything is getting legends.
Okay,
with
so
you. It doesn't matter about the wins,
of
the
course
loses.
it matters about the wins. Oh my God, he said, let's not forget that Hunter was also known as Terry Rising in WCW. Yes, he was exactly. He came from nothing in WCW to the WWE, where he made a name for himself. Now look at him. The man's the COO of the WWE. He runs NXT. The man is phenomenal. He has a mind of a genius. What's Shawn Michaels doing? Nothing. Tell me people, I just named a whole shitload of people. Tell me a list of people he just beat. Right now, tell me a list of people he just beat.
I don't have to list anyone.
But that's the point. You can't. He beat. Okay, don't get me wrong. Shawn Michaels beat Stone Cold. He beat him. That's fine. He beat the Rock. No, he never faced the Rock. Let's change that. Never beat the Undertaker unless it was in a Hell in a Cell. He did beat the Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell, but that was it. And that you know why? Because Kane helped him.
Okay.
Next.
He beat Razor Ramon. He beat Shane McMahon. He beat Undertaker. He beat John Cena. These guys were the stuff back then. These guys were like known as like the top dogs of wrestling.
Okay.
That's what makes this so interesting. Triple H, he just beat all these old wrestlers now that can barely walk or do anything inside the ring.
And who's that?
All the wrestlers you just named. Vader, God rest his soul.
Vader passed away, but he was a phenomenal wrestler at the time. He was strong. He was a strong heavyweight. Then Triple H fought Stone Cold. He beat him, ran him over. He was the only one that had the balls to run over Stone Cold Steve Austin. What else? Who else? Come on.
He beat
Kurt Angle.
He beat Hulk Hogan, right?
He beat Kurt Angle. Did Shawn Michaels beat Kurt Angle?
Who knows?
Yep, he actually did.
All right.
But I give him that. But he is not a Triple H.
I never said he was a Triple H. That's what makes these guys different from each other.
Because Triple H is better.
No.
Triple H is better.
No.
I'm telling you, Triple H is better. Fans, those that are watching, give us your opinion that who was the better superstar.
Yeah, I agree with this guy.
Shawn Michaels or Triple H.
I agree with this guy. He said Vader was Kevin Owens before there was a Kevin Owens.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Triple H took on guys like him. And yes, Shawn Michaels beat Vader as well when he fought him. But that still doesn't justify the fact Triple H is a multi-champion. The man is probably more than 11, 13-time champion.
Okay.
What about Shawn Michaels?
Point is,
how many times Shawn Michaels won the title? How many titles have Shawn Michaels won?
Matter.
No, there is a matter. What do you think they in the Hall of Fame?
They're both in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. But Shawn Michaels only got into it because he retired. They felt sorry for the man.
He still would have probably gotten to the Hall.
Nope.
Yeah.
No think so.
Yeah. He probably would have still gotten
Oh, Lord, fans, please talk to this boy. Talk to the son. Talk to my son.
Everyone's agreeing with me that
with what?
Shawn Michaels is the
only one that's agreeing with you is Manny. And Manny don't know jack.
Yes, he does, because he has a good point about it.
How good point about what? He understands what? What is it he understands?
What can Triple H do? Oh, a little kick in the stomach, a little pedigree. Oh, match over. What's that gonna do? Shawn Michaels will give you a super kick. He will give you a clothesline. He'll give you an elbow. He'll throw you over the ring. He'll flip. What does Triple H do? Gives you a mini spine buster and hits you with his knee?
Okay.
What is that gonna do?
And what does Shawn Michaels do? A super kick?
Everything. What? A super kick, a clothesline. He throws you out the ring. He jumps over the ropes. He does his little elbow drop.
Okay.
When it comes to TLC matches, he does anything in his power to win.
All right. So okay. So we just got a comment. Christopher Brown, the way I look at it, Hunter was better at working with guys bigger than him. Shawn was borderline cruiserweight throughout most of his career. Exactly, because Shawn Michaels could not deal with the big boys. Said it right there. A fan just said it right there.
Because he can't deal with the big boys.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Right now. Do you think that Shawn Michaels would have been able to beat Daniel Bryan?
Is that really
Yeah, no, that is
that
that,
really a question?
that is a question. I want you to answer that in front of the fans right now and tell them in the camera if he will win or lose.
There's no answer to that.
How?
I can't decide.
But
on
you
that.
said Shawn Michaels is the better wrestler.
You're saying Triple H
No,
is the better.
I
wrestler.
can admit it. Triple H lost to Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, so I can admit that. But can Shawn Michaels
at his
beat?
prime? Yes.
Okay.
But Shawn Michaels now, or the Shawn Michaels that lost to the Undertaker, that Shawn Michaels would have lost to Daniel.
Okay,
Bryan.
so
like Daniel Bryan at his prime would have beaten Shawn Michaels, but if Shawn Michaels was at his prime, Shawn Michaels would have won that match.
Okay.
Just like for Triple H. If Triple H was probably at his prime, Triple H probably could have beat Daniel Bryan at his prime. But both of these guys are practically old in WWE years, so these guys will probably both be beaten by Daniel Bryan if it was a 2-on-1, honestly speaking.
Okay, so do you think Triple H in his prime would have beaten CM Punk?
Triple H at his prime would have beaten CM Punk.
Hard question, huh?
You know what? What do you think?
I'd say he would have. Because he beat CM Punk already.
At his prime?
At his prime.
Okay, now, what if CM Punk beat him at his prime?
That never happened.
But what if he did?
That wasn't going to happen. Ain't no here, weedy. That ain't happening. See, and look at this. And this morning, in an interview, Bryan said he's only got a few more years left in him before he retires for good.
That's why I said, if these guys were at their primes, if Shawn Michaels was at his prime, Shawn Michaels could have beat him. Triple H could have beat him too if the guy was at his prime. If both of these guys were at their prime, they could have beat him.
Come on.
Now, on the bright side of things, what makes these guys so similar is that these guys have been working with each other long enough.
Okay.
You know that.
Okay, no, absolutely.
These guys have been working with each other long enough.
But this is the thing that Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they pretty much know each other well.
Right.
When Shawn Michaels came back from retirement and fought Triple H in the non-sanctioned match, yes, Shawn Michaels took the match. But who left out on the stretcher? Shawn Michaels. Because Triple H slapped the shit out of him with a sledgehammer. So they kept fighting at each other again. Last man standing matches, ladder matches, and all that stuff. Who prevailed?
Triple H did.
Thank you. Anything else?
Everything with you is either winning a match. Okay.
Jaden, but
what's so special about hitting someone with one little tiny sledgehammer that's like this big?
What's so special with hitting somebody with a small little special sweet chin music?
See, he doesn't hit anyone with a sweet chin music when it comes to matches like that. Look at the match with him and Shane McMahon. He put a trash can over his head, put him through a table, jumped off of a ladder. That's something Jeff Hardy would do.
Of course, okay,
Run to you like a crazy person. And hit
no.
you in the head with a hammer.
I give you that. But you least forget. Triple H has had matches with Cactus Jack, hardcore matches. Hell in a Cell with Mick Foley, Cactus Jack threw him off of there. So you come on, seriously. The man has done what he needed to do.
Okay, I
so
can agree with
you can't knock the man. Listen, I'm not taking anything away from Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is an incredible athlete. You know what I mean? But when it comes to something like that, it's hard to compare. It's hard to compare Triple H and Shawn Michaels when it comes to a situation like that. Because yes, both are phenomenal athletes. They transcended the business in the Attitude Era of what it is today. Now, WWE is trying to go edgier now, due to all this PG crap. But they were the ones that started everything. They started DX. They started what they need to do. And it was something that we enjoyed. It was something that everybody liked. You know what I mean? So if you had to pick now for a dream match for Shawn Michaels, who would it be?
I would honestly have to say Jeff Hardy.
I would like that match.
I would like that match because Jeff Hardy is a suicidal maniac. Jeff Hardy will put his body on the line.
That's a good match right there. A dream match. Adam Cole and Shawn Michaels. Adam Cole from NXT, who is on a roll right now, an NXT champion, which, you know, he kind of saw Finn Balor reappear in NXT this week. That's an excellent match. Okay. Shawn Michaels in his prime against Adam Cole. Now, and he got another one. Give me one more, Christopher Brown.
Okay, now, Dad, I have a question for you. If there was one dream match you would like to see Triple H in, who would it be?
Finn Balor.
Jeff Hardy was arrested this afternoon for
a second DUI. Well, we're not even going to talk about that on this show. Jeff Hardy's a lost cause right now. Yeah. But yes, Finn Balor. Okay. I would like to see him fight because Finn Balor is, to me anyway, Finn Balor is a younger version of Shawn Michaels. He's a high flyer.
Okay, you have a good point about that.
He takes the risks. He does what he needs to do. And
Daniel Bryan versus Matt Hardy, Broken Matt. That is actually not a bad match. Two heels going against each other, especially since Broken Matt Hardy's crazy.
No, it's definitely a good show. But you know, we're talking about Triple H and Shawn Michaels here. You know, I would like to see Shawn Michaels fight Daniel Bryan in his prime. That's one thing for sure I like to see. And I would also like to see Triple H against Hulk Hogan in Hulk Hogan's prime.
Okay, now
that's the dream match right there. Not when Hulk Hogan's like 50 years old or something like that and the man can barely walk.
Okay, now I have a question for you that we can both try to agree on. When these guys were in DX at their prime, what tag team would you like to see those two go up against?
Wow, that's a very difficult question.
I would like to see them go against.
That's a very difficult question. That one's two right there. That was a hell of that. Shawn versus AJ. Shawn Michaels in his prime against AJ Styles. I would definitely want to see that match.
I would pay
for sure. I would pay to see that.
But
absolutely.
Back to what I was saying.
That's a very difficult question of which tag team they will fight. I would honestly.
It could be any tag team. Like it could go from old tag teams to tag teams that were broken.
See, Christopher. I was gonna mention the LOD.
Who were they?
Legion of Doom.
Oh, them. Okay.
I would have liked to see that. The Legion of Doom in their prime.
I would like to see the Usos go against.
Yeah, that one would have been. That one would have been with both of them at their prime.
That would be
absolutely. Great. I would definitely pay to see that match. And the Nasty Boys against DX.
Yes.
Yep, that would have been good there too. So it's up in the air. But Jaden, can we agree that Triple H is better?
Can't make no promises that Triple H is better.
No. See, that wasn't the answer I was looking for.
Let me finish.
You're supposed to say, Dad, Triple H is better.
Oh my goodness, you didn't let me finish. I'm not saying Triple H is the best, but I'm not saying Shawn Michaels is the best. We will never be able to tell which one is the best. You think he's the best, but you can't even lie yourself. You know deep down you won't be able to decide which one is the best.
Manny and Rude versus DX. Manny Fernandez and Rick Rude. Absolutely. Two great superstars. Triple H was married to the boss, right? And then what's that got to what does that mean, Manny? Because he's married to the boss, because he gets more privilege? No, Triple H had to deal with the nonsense that happened when Diesel when Diesel left, and Triple H had to take the heat, and he was in the doghouse for quite a while with Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And he worked his way up. He took it to another level and became this icon in the business. So that's what I got to say about that. So Jaden, again, can we agree Triple H is the better wrestler?
Absolutely not.
Jesus Christ. Guys, we're going to constantly keep debating about this and over. We're never going to get an answer. Fans, if you want to comment right now before we leave the show, who was the better superstar, Triple H or Shawn Michaels? You can let us know right now. And as you guys do that, as always, fans, we appreciate you constantly watching us every Friday night at 8 p.m. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Look for our YouTube channel, Evolution of Pro Wrestling. And as always, if you have any concerns, topics, or anything, period, you want to discuss with us, email us at evolutionofprowrestling@gmail.com. As we mentioned, we are not going to be telling the next topic at the end of the show. We are stirring the pot a little bit, and we're going to surprise you each week with a new show. And I like that Manny DX against AOP. I would love to see that match. If these guys win their prime, that would have been a hell of a match.
Read that.
Yep, I heard that. Burger King on crack.
Tonight.
I'm gonna be watching that. I will be watching that. I'm gonna be watching that. We definitely gonna be watching that. So Jaden, send us off, son.
All right. If you have, just like you said, if you have any questions or concerns, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, subscribe to us on YouTube. From myself, Jaden, and my co-host, Dad, or Lewis. We'll see you next Friday, fam.
Also, from our director and producer, my lovely wife, Yesenia. Thank you for watching and showing your support, fans. Have a good night.